Hey everyone, it's Jack and Dana. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. As promised, we are here again, and we're going to talk today. There was a question that was asked about, in marriage, how do you break old habits, and how do you help one another with weaknesses and strengths? And that's just a really loaded question if you think about it. So we're going to try to go into some different areas because it is very much in general. Any ideas, Jack?
It is, first of all, you have to find out, is the question related to, are you trying to find out how to break your habits, or you're talking about a spouse habits, which is two different things, because it's hard to change somebody else if they don't want to change. If they don't want to change or drop the habits, or realize that the habit is a problem or a concern, then you're just fighting an uphill battle. That's where prayer comes in. You just need to pray about it, take it to God, and work with it to the best of your ability. But if they're looking to change the habits or acknowledge the habits, then that's just another story, and we can address that.
Right. I was thinking the same thing, that basically whomever you're working with, whoever you're married to, they have to have that desire first to want to break those habits. And then you have to also ask yourself the question, are these habits that I married this person with, is it like, wow, they're leaving their clothes on the floor and they won't pick them up because they're used to just throwing their clothes on the floor, not putting the top of the toothpaste on the tube, or is it something else, like habits that are deal breakers? I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people may say there aren't habits that are deal breakers, but I'm just saying, like, if you have a habit of staying out all night, doing other things, that would be a deal breaker for this girl. Okay, so no. We're definitely going to have to retake, but on that note, yeah. So, yeah, that's why I need to stick to work, because
Then you gotta look at it, are there habits that you bought into in the beginning of a relationship?
That's what it's very
Or
vague.
there habits that was created in the midst of the relationship.
Right.
And
only way I know is, keeping God in the center. That's just the only way, because you really can't break someone else's habits. They have to want them to be broken, and then, put them on the cross and just, submit them. That's the main thing. You really can't break someone else's habits.
when you go into a relationship trying to change a person, that's another uphill, in a sense, backwards, type of deal, because if you're trying to change somebody, they may be trying to change you. So now you're both in the power struggle. But if you get clarity on these situations before you go down the aisle and as you're dating and, so forth, you find out the do's and the don'ts and what you like and what you don't like, and you put everything on the table in the beginning, then that would most definitely assist and help out in the marriage, because you're not going into it any wool on. But you was eating ice cream all the time and got married, but now we get married, you don't want no ice cream.
So as you can see, we're just having a ball with this topic right here. But I think it just needs to be more specific, because I'm not really sure what the question is. You're responsible for your habits, and I cannot like them. I can articulate that I don't like them. You can honor the fact that I don't like them and say, hey, I'll change. But I feel like when people change for people, there's not really a change. There has to be a change because they don't feel that it's workable for them in their life anymore, or they feel it doesn't work for someone, but not because I want you to change, Like, you have to want to change. And the only way I know to help anyone's weaknesses also is praying for them. I mean, you have to pray for them, speak well over them, say what God says about them, when they're in front of you and when they're not, and manifest those things, just spiritual principles. So it's like really more so spiritual principles need to come into play here. and biblical principles in order to get results that you would desire. I mean, that's the only way I know.
Amen.